Today we're talking about coterminal angles. Co means together, terminal means ending, so angles that end together. Angles are coterminal if their defining rays are in the same place. So if we have these two rays, that could, let's say, describe 30 degrees. It could also describe, say, negative 330 degrees. Going around 30 degrees this way, or going around negative 330 degrees clockwise would be negative, that they're coterminal because their defining rays are in the same place. They are, if angles are coterminal, then their differences are multiples of 360 degrees, so 30 minus negative 330 is 360. Or if you're talking in radians, then 2 pi. So, are these two angles coterminal? Well, the easiest way is to say, let's write these. We'll find the difference between these. This would be 1480 plus 320. Add these together and get 1800. Is that it's not 360, but is it a multiple of 360? So let's divide. You probably can do that in your head, but this is 5. So in other words, this is saying that there's 5 revolutions of difference between the two. Rotations of difference between the two, but they are in the same place. For each of the angles below, determine the coterminal angle that is less than 1 rotation. So there's a number of ways that I could write that. I could say 0 is less than theta is less than theta is less than 360 degrees, or I could say 0 is less than or equal to theta is less than 2 pi. So what we can do is we can subtract or add 360 degrees or 2 pi until we get down to something that's in this range. So 25 thirds pi, well, that's the same thing as, I'm going to write this as a mixed number. So this is 8 1/3 pi. That 8, there's an 8 pi as part of this problem, and 8 pi is definitely a multiple of 2 pi. So I'm going to subtract 8 pi. I could just subtract 2 pi 4 times, but I'm going to subtract 8 pi and then say that this is going to be coterminal with 1/3 pi. 1000. Well, this is in degrees, so I'm going to deal with it as if it were 360. So this goes in, I believe, 2 times. 2 times, yes. Which gives us 720. And then subtracting out gives 280. So the remainder being 280 says that it's going to be coterminal with 280 degrees. Now I did the same thing here and here. It's just that here I did it with division of numbers, and here I'm subtracting out multiples of 2 pi. Now you'll notice this one is negative. If we take the remainder, we'll get negative 50, so that doesn't actually help. But what you can do when it's negative is, instead of subtracting 360 a bunch of times, you could have subtracted this 360 twice and gotten to 280. You could add 360 to get in that range of 0 to 360. And then we'll get 310 degrees. This is a Wednesday, so I'm expecting the bell to ring in a moment. Let's write this 2 4/5 pi. We can subtract 2 pi from that and get 4/5 pi, which is less than 1 rotation. And then 2/3 pi. Well, that's already less than 1 rotation. You can just circle that because it's less than 2 pi and it's greater than 0. Thanks.